on the 17th day of the war. So on the 17th day of the war, Karna is in his full form and he is determined to kill Arjun on that day, because till then everybody except for Karna, now everybody else is pretty much dead. Dushasan, Shakuni, Bhishma, Dronacharya, they're all dead. Yeah. And Duryodhana also thinks that even Karna is not able to kill them. What's going on? So Duryodhana was also very upset. So Karna had decided that today is the day I'm going to kill Arjun. So he goes out and he defeats Nakul Sahadev. He gets defeated by Bhim, but that apart, Nakul Sahadev and even Yudhishthira. And to Yudhishthira, he actually ends up injuring him quite a bit. Yeah, so much so that the Sathi of Yudhishthira had to take Yudhishthira back to the camp. So Yudhishthira goes back to the camp. He's in a lot of pain. He's very humiliated because he was defeated like that by Karna. Now, when Arjun and Bhim, they don't see Yudhishthira on the battleground, they get worried. So Bhim says, Arjun, just go and have a look if Yudhishthira is fine. And Arjun goes. So Arjun goes to the camp where Yudhishthira is. Now, Yudhishthira, because of his injury and everything, is very delusional. So he thinks that Arjun is coming, has left the battlefield and he's coming to me because he must have killed Karna. So he's coming to give me the good news. So he gets very happy and he says, oh, Arjun, well done. Keep it up. I was sure you will kill him and all of that. But Arjun says, no, that's not the point. I came here because I was worried. We were worried what happened to you. And hearing this, Yudhishthira just loses it. And there are reasons as well. He thinks that Arjun is not giving his 100%. Yeah, that's what Yudhishthira is thinking. And he's also upset that both Ghatotkacha and Abhimanyu have been killed. So he gets very upset and he starts basically rebuking Arjun. He says that, oh, I know it's not as if you came to see me, but you have come because you are scared of Karna. You have always tried to avoid Karna. You are not going to kill him. I'm very well aware. If Ghatotkacha and Abhimanyu were alive today, they would have been more useful to me than what you are. And then he ends up saying that your Gandhi was of no use. You give it to somebody else, they will do a better job, as in they'll be a better warriors than you are. Yeah. So when Arjun is hearing all this, now Arjun has come with a good intention, right? But when he's hearing all this, he becomes very, very angry. He becomes very angry and he takes out his sword and he runs towards Yudhishthira. So Krishna is watching this and Krishna just comes in, he intervenes and he says, hey, what's going on? Hold on, what are you trying to do? And Arjun says, I am just helpless because I have this pratigna, I have this oath that whoever says anything to my Gandhi or who tells me to give the Gandhi to somebody else, it's my oath that I will kill that person. It's very bad, it's very unfortunate that I have to kill my brother. But for a warrior, an oath is an oath. Pratigna is in pratigna. I cannot go back on my words now. Yeah, that is a warrior dharma. That's a Kshatriya dharma. So Krishna then tells him, he's like, what are you talking about? You think you know dharma, but actually you don't know what is dharma. You think that by killing your brother and by maintaining your oath, you will be staying true to your dharma and to staying true to truth, then it's completely not true. Your understanding of dharma itself is completely skewed and you think you're very intelligent. And then he says something. He says, Purvam Balyaniva, like a kid, you took some oath. तुम्हारे मन में आया वो oath तुमने ले लिया when you were a kid. And now Murkhyat, like a fool, you want to do it true. Adharma sayuktam vyapsasi, you want to do a karma which is adharma sayuktam. What kind of a person you are, what kind of a fool you are that you keep the stupid oath you are trying to kill your brother. And then he goes on to explain that what you will be doing is anyways hinsa, because one, Yudhishthira is not your enemy. He has not tried to harm you. He does not even have weapons right now. So what you would be doing is also against the rules of war. Yeah. So what you are doing is not dharma. And then Krishna goes on to explain what is dharma, taking a story of Kaushik. So in that story, Krishna, it's a very simple story. Krishna says that there is this rishi called Kaushik and he has taken an pratigya. Yeah. See, in Mahabharata Ramayana, there is a lot about pratigya. Bhishma has taken a pratigya and he dies to keep that pratigya of his. Yeah. So this rishi Kaushik has also taken a pratigya that he will never ever lie in his entire life. And all his life he has stayed true to it. Now when he's become old once, he's sitting in his ashram and some villagers come running. They were running away from the dacoits. The dacoits were trying to loot them and kill them. So these villagers see Kaushik and they tell him, Rishi, Guruji, we are hiding in that place. Please, if the dacoits come, don't tell them to go in the other direction so that we can go back to our village. So when the dacoits come and they ask the Guruji, they ask Rishi Kaushik that, did you see the villagers? Now Rishi Kaushik is in a dilemma. All his life he had stayed true to truth. सच बोलना था, असत्य कैसे बोल सकते थे? He had to say only the satya. So he's thinking, he's like, oh, by saying falsehood, झूठ बोलने से I'm going to lose out on the merit I have accrued all my life. Anyways, I'm going to die now. So he tells the dacoits where the villagers are. The dacoits go catch the villagers die. Okay. Now, after some years, Rishi Kaushik dies and he goes and Yamraj is sitting there and Yamraj says, oh, send this guy to the hell. Isko narak mein bhej do. And Kaushik is like, how can you do that? I have had this oath and I have never broken it all my life. What is the point of a virtue if I can't even get heaven? How is it that you're sending me to hell? And Yamraj tells him that your insistence on maintaining your truth, your pledge, your oath, your desire to go to heaven, you ended up being the cause of the death of 2 innocent people, or the X number of innocent people. That by itself is a bigger hinsa. That's a bigger path than sticking true or staying true to the pratigna. So if an action leads to harming, to destruction of somebody innocent, or it harms somebody innocent, then that is the biggest adharma. And to insist on that adharma just because you have a pratigna, that is not dharma, that itself is adharma. So Krishna tells this story, and of course then he finds some way through which Arjun can go out, and Arjun understands. Yeah. So this I thought was just a beautiful example for all of us when we think about our own ethical dilemmas. How do we understand what is our dharma at that point in time? Is it just sticking to something we have? Is that desire coming out of a sense, is it coming out of a sense of ego and greed? Or is it really meant for the betterment of the society? Because that is dharma. The dharma, by simply translating, it is dharyate iti dharma. Dharayati iti dharma. That which upholds, that which sustains, that which allows continuity, perpetuation, growth and thriving of the individual and the society. That is dharma. Any action that does not do that is adharma. So in every situation, that's what a person needs to understand, from where that sense of decision making is coming. And we see that in live examples in life. We see that how different people in Mahabharata approach the same situation when they had to choose between their pratigna versus doing the right thing. Yeah. And how different people chose. And depending on the choices, the eventual karma phala that all of them got was based on the decisions they took in these situations. So this story actually sort of sums up the entire understanding of dharma very well, and I love it. And it is in the chapter, A Friendship That Grew of the book.